Patrick Mahomes is just a monster, man. I have some numbers here, and I'm not the biggest numbers guy, but these numbers are just outrageous.
Oh, you're a numbers guy.
I am. I know. Shout out to Wilt Chamberlain, who made me a numbers guy as a kid. Kansas City Chiefs are my team. Has been my team since birth, or since whatever.
Priest Holmes graced the backfield.
Yes, since Priest Holmes graced the backfield, and he's just a monster, man. And the overall idea, before I quickly get to the numbers here, is just that every year. And I say we because I'm in part of the sports community, like, and it's not only with Mahomes, it's with others. We talk ourselves out of just saying what we know. Like, Mahomes is he's the best. He's like we go into it, and I know you weren't a big Chargers guy, Herbert guy, but
yeah,
we go in here saying, oh, Herbert's going to be the best. We come in here saying, the Bengals guy, Joe Burrow. We come in with Aaron Rodgers. We come in with Tom Brady. We come in with all of these guys, but Patrick Mahomes has really showed fucking level of dominance that we haven't seen. It's not just this year. It's over the last 3 to 4 seasons, all right? And it's in his very young career, enough to where he should have been on the mantle alone. And here are some of the numbers here. Just fucking mind-blowing, okay? All right. Remember when Aaron Rodgers last year, he won a game in Chicago Bears, right? And he was like, I own this team. This is my team. Remember that? It was a big thing.
Yeah, divisional
because Aaron Rodgers is 10-3 versus the Chicago Bears.
Right. On
the road, like in Chicago.
Yeah.
That's a great fucking record. He's 10-3. He probably does own the Bears. He probably should own a share of the team.
That'd be great. If you beat a team 10 times, you get a chance. You become an owner.
At that stadium.
Yeah, no, I love it. That's great.
Mahomes has never lost a divisional road game. Never. That's fucking whatever in zero.
That's crazy.
That's outrageous in his career, man. Never lost a divisional road game. That's not only okay. So Aaron Rodgers has the Bears, which he did lose 3, but so Mahomes has the Chargers, which they moved from one state all the way to the other. So he's in both. So maybe it's 5 teams.
San Diego to L.A.
Huh? So cities. Change. He has 2 stadiums. Okay. Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders. Now, these are not like Tom Brady's AFC East. Like the Chargers, people come year after year picking the Chargers to go to the Super Bowl. All right. Denver Broncos.
And year after year, they disappoint.
Yeah, they do. Denver Broncos have had really good teams. He played against, he had the last year of the Manning in the Super Bowl. Like, he has played against some of the better teams. The Raiders have been decent. Like, these are not the Cleveland Browns and the New York Jets of the last few years. These are decent teams. But hold on, let me continue with the numbers before.
Yeah, but I would say the divisional opponents have not been particularly strong in the Mahomes era.
Not great, but they've been okay. This is the NFL.
They haven't been the worst teams.
Even if they were the damn Winter Park Wildcats, to go undefeated in the NFL on the road divisional is still outrageous. You know what I mean?
No, it's a great stat, but yeah.
Okay, here goes another one here. All right. No other quarterback, all right, down 10 or more during a game, at one point in a game, wins 40% of their games. All right, let me say it again. No other quarterback down 10 wins 40%.
They would win less.
They win less. They win 40% or less.
Okay.
They win 40% or less of their
games that their
they're
team
down
has
10 points. Mahomes is at 60%.
Yeah.
All right?
Well, the Super Bowl season, they came back double figures every playoff game.
Yes. All right. Now here goes another one. No other quarterback wins 36% of their games when trailing going into the fourth quarter by any number. All right. No other quarterback wins 36% of their games when trailing going to the fourth quarter. Mahomes wins 60% of his fucking games when trailing going into the fourth quarter. No other quarterback in the history of the NFL has won more than 36% of their games trailing going into the fourth quarter. Joe Montana, who was, he was the comeback kid, and you got the Bradys and the Rodgers. They only were at 36% or less. Mahomes is at 60 fucking percent. That's out fucking rageous, all right? Yeah, but it doesn't end there, all right? just this past offseason alone, the AFC West spent an NFL record. I mean, they destroyed the record. $585 million. All right? 3 first-round picks and 4 second-round picks on trades and getting players and stuff like that. And they spent $585 million on free agents and stuff like that just to defeat this guy.
Yeah.
And they haven't done it. And they haven't done it, man.
That's funny.
You know, this guy is just, you know, and our defense, and the Chiefs' defense, you know, they've been average to below average to bad in some of these Mahomes years. So he's not been, you know, carried by any sense of imagination by his defense or special teams. It's him. He lost the biggest threat. I told you at the beginning of the year. What did I say? I said Tyreek Hill, he would do good in Miami. He would do great. He's going to be fine in Miami. He has exceeded that. He's been fucking awesome.
Right, now,
I said Chiefs will not lose a step. I was adamant about that.
Yeah, no, I mean you're correct, but to me, like Tariq's success in Miami makes it even more amazing for Mahomes.
Yes.
Like and Tariq has been phenomenal. I think he, as of a couple of weeks ago, he was the highest rated receiver.
Yeah. He still has a chance to break the record.
PFF rating. Yards. Yeah, and the PFF rating was the highest in the league this season. Mm-hmm. So I mean, he's playing at a super high level, and so you're in this weird position where it's like you know. Both guys have flourished in a way, which is really great for both guys. You know, I'm happy about it. But again, you lose a weapon that wasn't just a weapon in the unique dynamics of the Chiefs. This guy's a real weapon.
Just a real weapon.
and the offense hasn't missed a beat, and all the winning continues. Yeah, I mean, it's one of my fallback things. It's like, you know, enjoy greatness while it's here to have. Mm-hmm. And, you know, to me, as essentially a neutral, if you enjoy football, you need to enjoy what Pat Mahomes is doing.
Yeah.
Don't hate on him. Don't be, he beats my favorite team or whatever. Just be like, hey, I'm glad I got to see that guy play because it's pretty damn special.
And what I like, as far as right now, there's not a lot of comparing him to Montana's and Brady's, like you hear a little bit of it, but what I hated, what I hate now the most, because I was a part of this with LeBron, you know, with the first 5-6 years of his career, the first thing was comparing him to Jordan, and like from year 4 of LeBron to year 21, that's all we've done. Like we skip comparing him against Kobe and Kevin Durant and Steph Curry, like the active players.
Yeah,
we go straight to Jordan, which when you think about it, it diminishes him. It diminishes him as a player because there's so many Jordan fanatics, and also Jordan is not in the fucking league. So why are we even comparing to a guy that's not even in the league?
Well, yeah, it's like, created.
I don't want that to happen to Mahomes.
Yeah, no, it's created this career-long thing. Yeah, now, I mean the one thing, and I mean the crazy thing about it is. And I said it at the time when they played in the Super Bowl, him and Tom. Yeah. Like in a weird way, Tom winning kind of like just fucked him because you're never gonna be better. Like you were 24 in the prime MVP performance, and you get beat by the 40-plus-year-old guy in the Super Bowl, who now has like 6 rings or whatever. So I mean, theoretically, Mahomes lost a potential ring in that game. Yeah. And lost this kind of legacy,
which
thing.
is also not fair.
It's not fair.
Because he didn't have any offensive lineman, any starting offensive lineman. He was playing with all reserves against the number one defense in the league.
But here's why I think it was a gift in a weird way. Because if he won that game, we would start counting Super Bowls, and the only thing that would matter about Pat Mahomes was his catching that. Yeah. And there would have been this clear passing of the torch from Tom Brady, who gets beat by the great young Pat Mahomes. Yeah. And that's all we'd hear. And in a weird way, the fact that they lost that game has allowed him to just kind of escape that for right now and just start
play
stacking
football.
His career.
I think that's a fucking great point that I never even thought about.
Yeah.
Because that's true. I mean, it's almost like when they lose that Super Bowl, it's almost like, okay, well, you can't catch Brady, so let's just watch him play.
I really feel that that's the way it's played out.
And that's how it's playing out.
Yeah,
We're just watching
and let him do this. Keep being Pat. Keep piling these things. Hopefully, there's another couple Super Bowls in this.
Yeah.
And again, hopefully in year 15 or 17 or however long guys are going to play at this point, then you're looking at these things and some of these stats still hold, and you're just like, how the hell did he do that? and just appreciate it for what it is.
Yeah. No, seriously.
So don't miss it. Again, just week to week, this guy's captivating to watch, and I also think that it's a really cool thing that he has Travis Kelce, and the reason being not just on the field as a teammate. Travis Kelce has a big personality. He's an extremely fun guy. He has a great podcast with his brother. Like, he's almost taken the platform as the voice of the Chiefs.
Yeah, he has.
And Pat's not as far out there on any of this stuff, and he's not a big.
I don't think he's at all.
Yeah, he just you don't hear a lot from him.
Don't hear a lot from him.
If
it's not an after the game.
Yeah, he'll do the post game comments, and then there's some he'll have some mic'd up stuff that we'll see from.
I'm sure Kelce
games.
has tried to get him on that podcast, and haven't been.
I'm sure he'll get on at some point though, but it's totally cool because I think again. Who doesn't like Travis Kelce? Like, he's just fun. He's cool, whatever, and he plays great. So it's like you've got this guy who's kind of taking a little bit of this, kind of pressure off you. I mean, and you contrast that to where Aaron Rodgers is. Like, he's the only freaking guy in the Packers organization that has a voice or anybody wants to hear from or whatever. It's almost like he has a really cool buffer.
Yeah, he does. And Kelce, it's not fun to talk about the best tight ends or the greatest tight ends, but I mean, we all know he's great and he's good. He's a great, but he's just there, man. Like, there's a crazy stat with Kelce as well. It's just about how many games he's played. Like, you look at all these other tight ends.
Knock on wood.
Yeah, knock on wood. Oh, damn sure, knock on wood. But you look at all these other tight ends, man. They miss games like every other week. I mean, you guys play fantasy, and Kelce is just there, man.
Yeah.
I mean, every time.
Gronk took a ton of physical abuse, missed a lot of games, and had a relatively short career when we look at it. Yeah, I mean, unquestionably
George Kittle, he's out every
George
other
Kittle,
week.
And another guy to me that almost just fallen off the radar is Darren Waller.
Waller's out every
promising season or two,
and
now he's hurt all the time. I mean, this year he's been almost no statistical impact.
Yeah.
And again, you drift in and out of that. I mean, there's some other you look at the longevity and productivity Tony Gonzalez.
Yeah, Shannon Sharp.
Some of those guys did a great job for a long time. And Kelce's, thankfully with health and all that, he's on that pathway.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, wish him continued health. One of the fun guys to watch
Kelce,
in the league.
Man. Just love Kelce, man.
Yeah. And their podcast is phenomenal.
It is.
It's just it's fun.
It is. I love the moments.
Yeah.
I would love to see Eli and Peyton do an actual podcast, but for right now, that the Thursday night, we'll have to do.
Yeah.